Hi everyone, my name's Emma from the Essex Wildlife Trust, and today I'm going to show you how to carve your very own Father Christmas and little wooden elves out of just some sticks decorated with just some pens and paint. So once you have all of your equipment laid out ready with the picture that I've just shown you beforehand, you will need to sit comfortably in a chair with your legs apart like this. Have your feet firmly on the ground. Make sure you're wearing shoes that have closed toes. So I'm wearing my trainers today. And once you're all set up like this, you need to figure out which hand you want to hold your peeler in order to do the work. So it's probably going to be the hand that you write with at school. So I'm left-handed, so that means that I'm going to hold the peeler in my left hand and I'm going to put a glove onto my helping hand, which is the hand not holding the peeler. So in that case, mine is going to be my right hand. Okay, so my right hand has a glove and my left hand has the peeler. So for a lot of you, it might be the other way around if you're right-handed. The next step is going to be choosing the piece of wood that you are going to work with today. So I've got a smaller bit here. What I'm going to do is hold it in my glove hand, stick my elbows onto my knees really securely, point the peeler down towards the ground and try and find the sharp line underneath. You might need an adult to help show you which angle you need to get to make this work, because that sharp bottom line needs to touch the wood and the bark in order for it to peel off like this. And then I will just work my way around, and you see it starts to go right through to the bottom. And it's best to use wood for this that has been freshly cut, so that's what you need your loppers for as well. You can normally find bits that have fallen down off the trees as well fairly recently if there's been a storm. And once you've worked your way all the way around and you're happy with how much of the bark you've peeled off, you can just start to really work on the shape and make it into a pointy hat. So your next job, once you're happy with your carving, is you're going to need to get your adult to help you with this. They are going to use your loppers, or if your wood's a little bit smaller than your thumb, they'll be able to use secateurs like this, just to trim off your wood about here. So give yourself a bit of body shape and a bit to kind of balance your Father Christmas or elf, and they can cut it off in a straight line there. So I'm going to do that next. So I've cut them off like that. And if you're not happy with how the base is, if you want it a bit smoother, you can always use a little bit of sandpaper to finish that off. So now I've got my Father Christmas shape. I'll show you Father Christmas because he's a bit more complicated. I'm going to get on with decorating. So what I want to do first is, using my red pen, I'm just going to mark out all the way around the top where I want his hat to be. So I've all finished with the red now, and then I'm going to go in with my black pen and I'm going to give him a face, so I know where that's going to be. So that's 2 eyes and a mouth. And then your last step is going to want to be going in with some paint. So you can use anything that's opaque, so that's something like acrylic, or I'm using gouache here. That will just mean it doesn't let any of the other colours show through underneath. So I'm going to go around the top of his head to make the base of his hat. So this doesn't have to be super neat, remember it's going to be fluffy. And then you also want to go around and give him his nice fluffy beard. So what's useful about my carving that I've done today is I've carved out the shape of where the beard's going to go. So you are welcome to try doing that as well if you feel you can. And there you go. And you can always decorate the rest of his body as well if you like. I like keeping mine quite simple. But that is our finished Father Christmas. And to make an elf, you do exactly the same, but you probably want to make it a little bit smaller than your Father Christmas, you see. And you can also draw on some little ears if you'd like to as well. And you can decorate their hats however you like.